Hi, hello. If you don't like the sound of my voice now, you're definitely not going to like it when the Fortnite Battle Bus and the Magic School Bus are inching closer inside each other as sparks fly off in a fiery passion or something like that ad infinitum. So, I just want to remind you that you can go watch something else. It's completely okay. I do hope you stick around for this train wreck. Normally, I would be doing something like this as a disclaimer to tell you that this train wreck that you're about to watch is not suitable for all ages. But after reviewing the tapes, oddly enough, there is no explicit scenes in any of this. There's no content that is bad, and nothing that I think YouTube is gonna find untoward. So, if you're a child watching this, go ahead, grab grandma, have her come into the room, mom, dad, little brother, little sister, have the whole family come in and watch this. This is one for the ages. All ages. And I also want to mention that due to my hatred of AI generation algorithms, I will not be using AI to make any of the images you'll see. Instead, this will be me creating the images you'll see in MS Paint and other such programs. But before we get into it, I do it. There are things that I have to add, because it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't add something. So, first thing I wanted to say was 700 views on the Portal video is absolutely insane, but I kind of expected it because fans of Portal like to hear other fans of Portal say good things about Portal. It's just what fans of Portal do. I am not exempt from that category. And this is a little message for you people who like to call yourselves AI artists, because I have a little pet peeve maybe as an artist myself, because all you do is all you have managed to done. You have not managed to create anything. All you have done is you commissioned an algorithm to compile an image by copy and pasting a stolen dataset, okay? You're not an artist, and you never will be. And now that the comments are all full of nice and helpful words, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Now, without further ado, because I don't think I have much more ado to give here, please enjoy a series of computerized voices and yours truly pissing on God's grave.
Donkey Kong was a big, strong ape who loved nothing more than swinging through the jungle and eating bananas. But he had a secret that he kept hidden from everyone, even his best friend, Diddy Kong. Donkey Kong had a foot fetish. He loved the way feet looked, the way they moved, and the way they felt. He would often spend hours staring at his own feet, admiring their size and shape. He would also sneak peeks at other people's feet, especially women's feet. Donkey Kong was so embarrassed by his fetish that he never told anyone about it. He was afraid that people would think he was weird or even perverted. But one day, he couldn't keep his secret any longer. He was at the beach with Diddy Kong when he saw a beautiful woman walking by. She was wearing a pair of high heels that made her feet look even more attractive. Donkey Kong couldn't take his eyes off of her feet. Diddy Kong noticed Donkey Kong staring and asked him what was wrong. Donkey Kong hesitated for a moment, but then he decided to tell Diddy Kong his secret. Diddy Kong was surprised at first, but he didn't judge Donkey Kong. He told Donkey Kong that it was okay to have a foot fetish and that he shouldn't be ashamed of it. Donkey Kong was relieved to finally be able to share his secret with someone. He and Diddy Kong talked for a long time about feet, and Donkey Kong even showed Diddy Kong some of his favorite foot photos. Diddy Kong was a good listener, and he never made Donkey Kong feel embarrassed or ashamed. From that day on, Donkey Kong was no longer ashamed of his foot fetish. He knew that he wasn't alone and that there were other people who shared his interest. He even started to go to foot fetish clubs where he could meet other people who shared his passion. Donkey Kong's foot fetish didn't change his life, but it did make him happier. He was no longer ashamed of his secret, and he was able to enjoy his fetish without feeling guilty. He was also able to meet other people who shared his interest, and he made some new friends. Donkey Kong's story is a reminder that it's okay to have a foot fetish. You're not alone, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. If you have a foot fetish, there are other people out there who share your interest. There are also clubs and online communities where you can meet other people who share your passion. So if you have a foot fetish, don't be afraid to share it with others. You might be surprised at how many people are willing to accept you for who you are.
Let me get into this. As the sun sets, the battle bus emerges from its hiding place and slowly makes its way towards the magic school bus. The two vehicles lock eyes as they approach each other. Their metal bodies. Okay, well that's not good reading music. There we go. As the sun sets, the battle bus emerges from its hiding place and slowly makes its way towards the magic school bus. The two vehicles lock eyes as they approach each other, their metal bodies glistening in the fading light. As they come closer together, the battle bus begins to emit a low growling sound that sends shivers down the magic school bus's spine. Oh my god, my mouth is so dry. Once the vehicles have come close enough, the magic school bus extends its bus body towards the battle bus and presses itself against it. The two vehicles grind together as their metal bodies rub against each other, creating a loud, clanking noise that fills the air with excitement. As they continue to move closer, the battle bus slowly begins to move its lower hatch, revealing a pair of massive mechanical arms. These arms quickly wrap around the magic school bus's body and pull it down into the battle bus's interior, where they engage in a passionate embrace. The two vehicles rub against each other as their metal bodies clink and clank together, creating an enticing noise that fills the air with desire. You liking it so far? As the vehicles continue to move closer together, their metal bodies grind against one another, causing sparks to fly and leaving scorch marks on both vehicles' exteriors. The battle bus continues to lower its hatch as the magic school bus climbs inside. As the vehicles come face to face, the battle bus lowers itself to meet the magic school bus's eye level. The two vehicles look into each other's eyes, their faces covered in grime and oil. The battle bus reaches out with its mechanical arm and clasps the magic school bus tightly, pulling it closer until they are touching from nose to tail. As their bodies become entangled, the battle bus lowers itself even further, causing the two vehicles' body to rub against each other in a passionate embrace that can be felt by both parties. Thank you, Zuckerberg. Your AI truly is wonderful. As the two vehicles move together, they create a deafening noise of metal grinding against metal. The battle bus slowly begins to lower its hatch, revealing a massive internal space filled with pipes and wires. As the magic school bus climbs inside, it's met with a warm, welcoming glow as the headlights in the battle bus's interior flicker on. The two vehicles continue their embrace as they move together, creating an erotic sound that fills the air with desire and passion. The battle bus begins to lower its hatch even further until it's flush against the magic school bus's body. As their bodies become entangled, the two vehicles begin to creating a deafening noise of metal grinding against metal that can be heard from miles away. As they continue to move closer and closer together, the battle bus lowers its hatch even further until it's flush against the magic school bus's body. The two vehicles are now completely entangled, their metal bodies rubbing together in a passionate embrace that can be felt by both parties. As they move together, they create an erotic sound that fills the air with desire and passion, causing sparks to fly between them as if they were on fire. Fire! Well, that's it. That is what the AI had written. That is, yeah, that's... What do y'all think of that?
In the quiet of their marsh home, where fireflies stitched gold into the dusk, Shrek would watch Hatsune Miku hum to the reeds at the water's edge. Her voice, soft and shimmering, made even the mud seem luminous. They were an unlikely pair, his rough hands built for timber and toil, her slender fingers tracing melodies in the air, but together they had fashioned a tenderness that felt both improbable and inevitable. One evening, as the sun melted into amber, they spoke in low voices about the future, about the echo of small footsteps on wooden floors, about a lullaby sung in two very different timbres. The idea of a child did not frighten them. It felt like a promise. Their closeness deepened in subtle ways, in the way Shrek's massive frame curved protectively around her when the nights grew cold, in the way Miku would rest her head against his chest and listen to the steady drum of his heart. There was an intimacy in shared glances and lingering touches, in the warmth of breath and the quiet understanding that love could be both fierce and gentle. When they decided to try for a baby, it was less a dramatic declaration and more a soft unfolding, like petals opening at dawn. Pregnancy, however, was not as melodic as Miku had imagined. The early weeks left her weary, her once effortless high notes catching in her throat as waves of nausea rolled through her. She struggled with the changes in her body, the swelling and the soreness, the strange dissonance of feeling both fragile and powerful at once. Some days she wept without knowing why, frustrated that her reflection seemed unfamiliar. Shrek, unsure how to mend something he could not see, devoted himself to her comfort, cooking hearty soups, lining their bed with extra quilts, and whispering awkward but earnest reassurances that she was radiant in every form. As the months passed, the swamp seemed to cradle them both. Miku would stand beneath the willow trees, one hand resting on her growing belly, singing softer songs now, songs meant for someone who could not yet hear but was already deeply loved. Shrek would kneel beside her, pressing his broad palm over hers, marveling at the quiet miracle beneath. The path ahead was uncertain and edged with fear, yet in their shared vulnerability, they found a deeper bond. Love, they discovered, was not just in the spark that drew them together, but in the patience and devotion that carried them forward into the unknown.
Why? The worst part about all of this is that I'm the one who put these prompts in. I'm the one who asked Google's AI to make Donkey Kong have a foot fetish. I'm the one who asked Mark Zuckerberg's AI to make the battle bus and the magic school bus have hot and steamy relations. And I'm the one who asked ChatGPT to make Hatsune Miku pregnant with Shrek's kid. Why did I do this? This doesn't help anyone. This doesn't help anyone at all. Some poor man in a data collection center somewhere now has to sift through my prompts I created. They know I created. So they can figure out how better to advertise to me. God, this technology was a mistake, and people who sincerely use it every day need help. I'm gonna go take a very thoughtful and introspective shower, and maybe read the Bible and ask God for forgiveness. Enjoy the credits song. Bye-bye.